Welcome back everybody and into another backtesting session. What we're going to do now today is backtesting from a random place. I mean, you see we are on gold around 60,000 and it's the 23rd of January, 21st. I don't know what time is it. 21st was a Friday. So I want to start with a Monday, which is the 24th. So we're going exactly at the start of the 24th, and we don't know what will be next. What we know is where we start. So as you can see here, this is the chart. We're going to do really basically only technical backtesting due to the fact that we don't have the news or the reports so far. We could take them, but I mean, there's not a point. Let me see if there is any there's any price sensitivity area that is not yet, shouldn't be yet plotted. Okay, so of course there are these PSAs that we don't know what happened. We can see that we are starting from here. These previous highs made at around 1847, and yeah, we can see that the price indeed tried to break again above the level, tried to make a new higher high, continuation up, but instead made failed attempts to break above this level. So on the overall high time frame, I'm pretty bearish. Now we are starting the Monday, so we're going to see during London session if the price will keep continuing down or if we will have to wait for New York Open to have a clearer direction of the trend. So let's see here. Okay, it's very important to notice as well that these two reactions are coming from this PSA, so it's going to be pretty hard. We might even range in this exact range, which is still a very tradable range because it's 140 pips. So let's start and see during Asian session if we see any opportunity for entering on gold. This one at exactly Asian Open was a nice candle setup already. As you can see, was very clear, made a lower top wick and top wick, and then closing strongly bearish, sorry, in sort of giving some sort of validation to this short-term bearish bias. Let's see if from here we will have some more a nicer trend. We don't need to catch the first sign of trend. If we have some clear closures here, we have a clean path to these previous lows. As you can see, the price is not really trending much. Went into like a 15 pip range because this is a counter trend trade, counter trend opportunities, because of course in the short term the price was bullish, so it makes sense to either wait for further confirmation of sells, or if you catch this, okay, I just take whatever the market offers me. Now the candles are much bigger and I'm starting to like them. Okay, push, very bullish. Let's see if we have a cleaner break and retest above 1836. Okay, we had a break, no retest. Okay, this one might be a good opportunity. I mean, the volume is not necessarily the best. It's 3 a.m. I don't know how much longer the volume will stay. And we have this PSA on the left. This is backtesting. It's nice to test it out. And this candle, even though it doesn't have the same nice body as this one, is giving you a lower wick and then closing bullish above those candle bodies highs. And as you can see, we might be validating this rejection at these price points as per the overall trend. Let's see. Okay, we had an initial spike and a reaction exactly at these previous highs, which doesn't mean anything good, but we still have our stop loss, which is 10 pips. We could even take a 15 pips, but I'm not really liking, I mean, as per structure, this should be 15 pips. But I mean, doing this session, no high volume, I sometimes like also to do 10 pips. So let's see if I get punished for it or not. Now we are seeing this bounce from the level. And this is a kind of confirmation that can even tell you to close already, because this is the kind of confirmation that you will want to take for a sell. So you could even get out at like 5-6 pips over here, because I mean the trade is not working. And yes, it can bounce again. It's up to you. But I mean, this is a strong candle confirmation. Yes, the very next candle can start going up again. But this is a strong confirmation of our trend is not going to work out anytime soon. Ooh, it did exactly what I was talking about. 10 pips still alive, and we are back up. The point is, okay, you get out at 5 pips if then you are able to re-enter. So you see another break and retest, you are able to re-enter from here. If you are not, like myself, better to take either the full loss and be happy with it. Let's see now if we have another, I mean now if we are in the trade and we see another reaction over here. Now the distance is around 5 pips, so it doesn't even matter. But I mean, our stop loss has already fulfilled its purpose. So it can even, if I start to see this same reaction, I will probably shorten it at like 5 pips. But because it already served its purpose was to allow the trade some breath, some space, and I given him this space here. It used, I risked it, it was for like 1 pip or whatever. I'm still alive. But now, for me, if I see that this is going to be a double top, there's no point risking the full loss, but I will probably risk 5 pips of loss if I start to see some reaction over there. Very strong. Okay, for now the stop loss is at 5 pips, so you can see, and we are going to, let's see, at least 20 pips. After all this, even I will also like to see like 15 pips as a first mark over here to start taking some partials. 15 pips, why? Because I mean, let's see the price action, but it's been quite difficult to get to this level, and to take some partials, even at 10 pips might even be a good idea. I mean, this trade is not the best. If I can get some profit out of it, I mean, I think I should do it. And let's see, we take it at 10 pips, let's say. So we are now left with only partials at a risk-free position. Okay, another strong, but look at how strong these two candles were. Very, very strong, but were exactly, they bounced exactly from this PPL, with giving you other two very strong bearish candles. So now we're risk free. We don't care anymore. If it goes to 30 pips, it's fine. But I mean, we took our partials at 10 pips. We had our risk, we managed it, we stayed in, we looked at price action, and we took our partials when was needed and when the market offered us. Okay, now as you can see, we are out with 10 pips, which is absolutely fine. I mean, is basically a one-to-one of our risk, one-to-one, because I mean, almost, because we took a partial, so we took 80% out of it. But now let's see. I'll probably say that we wait the London session to have a much clearer idea of trending. What I will do here, what I'm liking here, is that I see after these strong rejections, price broke and retested this level, stayed below these previous highs, but still is a very strong high counter trend trade. And this could be a nice candle setup, but we have further, I mean, I will take safer sells if we break below this level. This can be a high risk, high reward sell, which I don't know if I will take it, but look how big, what is this trend? I mean, there's no volume, is not the time you want to be in. So this is just for like educational purposes. I mean, you could even place like 7 pips here and then take partials. I mean, the range is so small that is, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, you can even get out here. Oops, oh, maybe not, but okay. You see, 7 pips is more than enough. That's why this was not an actual trade, because of the timing, and there were more cons than pros to this trade. We were strongly counter trend in a low volume time and in a very small range, so it's better to stay out of it. It was just to see if it went. But as you can see, price found support again and broke and retested 1830, yes, 1836, and is starting to go back up. Now you see the volume is in, or at least was in, and we're going to see if now the price can have a clearer trend, maybe breaking above this PPL, giving us confirmation of bullish momentum. Okay, broke above, no retest yet. So let's see if the price gives us a retest. Okay, so far, as you can see, if you add a buy limit or something, you could have entered here, but I don't have, yes, here. I mean, look how small these ranges are right now. So not even worth to take trades. And we're going to jump to London Open. It looks like a lot, but these are like 15 pips, 26 pips, but I mean, no retest. You had this confirmation of price creating a flat candle body support, but very difficult to enter. Where did you enter here? Of course, this would be good, but still, as you can see, the price is not trending a lot. Okay, another reaction here. Okay, now this is now London open, so we can expect some more volume, and we see that the price made a lower wick at pre-London open and went now very aggressively bullish. Let's see now if this liquidity and the push can bring price above 1840. Strong, very strong pin bar, which, as you can see, it's quite indicative of where is it happening. Look exactly where the price reached and then close. I mean, this is the same as closing a little small bearish, and this can be one of the setups that we trade. At the enter here, we can give 10 pips at the candle close, and as you can see, enter a candle close based on the setup. As you can see, the range is now big enough because the volume is in. The only thing, yes, it's 30 minutes from London open, but still we have time, and we can base it on. Now this is counter trend, but we are playing on reaching again these lows over here, so at least 20 pips before anything happens. If it then goes well beyond, then it's fine. We are trading the pin bar by itself. Okay, nice confirmation. 20 pips reached here, and as you know, I mean, I saw only this, so I didn't know the price was going to reach our price point, and now we are 20 pips in profit. We are at break even with the stops, and now we can survive a London open without much of a worrying. We know that this price acted as a so strong support previously, even this one, but we still have the trade open with only partials, so we are giving also the price this can have this room to grab liquidity even here and then go in our direction. If then we see that the price goes there immediately and bounces from 1836, we can then take either another portion of the position away or even close it, because I mean this is still 30 pips, and if we know that usually London open grabs some liquidity and then goes in the other direction, then we can manage the trade accordingly. Okay, so now we are 10 minutes from London open, and the price is coming into our direction of our break-even position. Now this was London open, and it's going way up. Let's see if we might even survive, if we are lucky, with the position here, and then going down again. As you can see, price is very strongly bullish. This one, we get our 20 pips and then stopped out at break even. As expected, now we are exactly at this PSA. You can see we are exactly at this PSA, and this is exactly another confirmation of this area as a strong support, as you can see. There you go. Okay, so this one was before London open. Now if we have London volume that gives us cleaner break and retest over here or at this level, then we can consider further continuation up, but we want to avoid breakouts. I mean, on the hour time frame, we are very close to our PSA. We bounce from here, as you can see from here, and let's see the very next candles. Okay, now this one is going bullish. This is not acting as a real candle breaker retest, and I fear that if I enter here, this is still very susceptible to fake outs. Okay, cleaner breaker retest. This might be our retest that we were waiting for. So we can take our position over here. We still, okay, yes, see this candle, but doesn't mean that the trade is going to win. We can give 10 pips for the rest in, as you can see, taking, understanding price is bouncing from a support, broke and retested our level, broke and now is retesting our PPL. So, of course, in insight, this would have been the best entry, but it's still very susceptible to fake outs. We don't really know. I don't really want to take also this bearish trend, bearish impulsive move. I prefer to have sometimes more confirmation. If the price made a retest after this one here, then I would have entered exactly the same, but it didn't give us. Okay, let's see now if with this candle, because yeah, I saw this one, but doesn't mean anything because it can still react strongly to these previous tops. As you can see, very strong bullish candle that got rejected and closed as bearish. But this is not looking good. We have our stop below those previous lows and below the PPL. So whatever happens, we are fine. Okay. As you can see, not much volume in these candles. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Let's see. Now we are at the PPL, so we need some reaction over here. Otherwise, we know that the price is going to break our PPL, our stop loss. This is a nice reaction, as you can see. Gives us some hope. We could say the same thing that we talked about in the previous trade. Okay, we already had our opportunity to get stopped out. So now we might, if the price again goes here, then we can, that we don't need to have the full stop loss. But I mean, I will leave it like this because it can happen that the price still bounces from here before going up. What is for sure is certain that we have this strong resistance and there's no, we are in a trade that is not trending. We are taking trades for a trending sort of system and the price is not trending. So right now, I guess we are just hoping that the price is going up. At least we are positioned here, long. We know our PSAs, etc. I mean, I'm not getting out of the trade here because now we're already in. My trade idea is not invalid because we never broke below this PSA. The only thing is not working as I wished it did. So we're going to see now. Whatever happens. Not really mattering. And as you can see, you stay in, and the price goes to at least. Now, of course, you have your 20 pips partials. Probably even the 30 pips still is so fast. Probably get out at 30 pips. So this, of course, I didn't know about it, but this is a very good reasoning for me of, okay, the pips, like this. Yes, it's not the ideal situation, but that doesn't mean that we are positioned wrong. We are in a good position. We manage the trade as pre-plan analysis, as pre-plan from here. We pre-plan this trade, and we never got any confirmation of our trade not being good. We only had some confirmation of trade not working exactly as intended, as we wanted. As you can see, very good trade. Even this one, of course, when I said, wow, this is a good confirmation, this one was even better because would have worked much faster with no drawdown at all. And this is even confirmation of possible either re-entry or even adding some position, because it's a further confirmation of the price bouncing and rejecting this area. And this is now very good. If now I'm not trading with a fixed final TP, as long as I enter, I put the partial TP and the stop loss, of course, and I leave the final TP very, very loose, so that if it goes up, I can take more. With my 20%, I can take more. So in this case, I would have not have a full TP, and we're going to see if now the 20% goes to further on, at least like 1845, or it goes back to our stop loss, which is of course at the break even. Now we are seeing some bounce from this level. Remember that this white line is the strong high time frame zone. Of course, I will say, I mean, if you get out with 30 pips, is well more than enough. If you are still in, I will probably put the stop loss here with like at least 10 pips to at least cover the commissions and everything. And you don't want the price to come back here and take you at break even after being up 40 pips. That's my opinion. Okay, very nice candle. Might be even a confirmation of going long again. I don't know about it, but let's see. Doesn't look like. Looks like that the strong PSA on the hourly time frame is very, very strong. And as you can see, we get out at like 8 pips with the final stop loss. Okay, so we took like 4 trades, and we 3 trades, I don't know. And yeah, let's leave it like this. Okie dokie. So I guess this is good enough. This one was just a sample. Like this. Educational purposes. The main trades were this one, and even if you took this one, maybe with a smaller position, because you don't have, I mean, because you are at this strong hourly, as you can see, you are here, strong hourly resistance, possible resistance. It's better to be cautious about it and to see at least, yes, a bounce, to take a trade when it closes above. This entry was of course very rushed because it never closed above the PP, the strong resistance. Okay, this one was 30 pips, was well enough. So this is it, guys, for this backtesting session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We took a couple trades. We took the Pimba trade, which went 20 pips as expected, which was our first target. We took another one that I don't really remember, and let me just this. There you go. 20 pips. And this is it, guys. See you.